Guitar, eat, sleep, repeat. Papa J here, and we're going to talk a little bit about this guitar and why it's so much more than just a Strat alternative. This guitar is Clarence, and Clarence is a limited edition, believe it or not, G&L Tribute Series, so it is the import version, Comanche. And real quickly, I'll tell you a little bit of, tell you what is going on here, what this guitar has, the feature specs, whatever you want to call it. It has this, let's start here because this is, if you want a vintagey kind of Strat type trim, this is the best one I've ever played that isn't a Godo. Take that for what it's worth. This thing smokes. It is very, very good. It is stable, stays in tune. You can use it. I don't go crazy with it, but you could, and it would still hold up really nicely. Okay, now let's talk about some of the other interesting specs. As you can see, we have this beautiful burl veneer top on here. I'm pretty sure it's a veneer. I mean, brand new, this guitar was $750. So, by the way, thank you to Jason over at Drum City Guitarland for telling me about this guitar. Let me try it out in the store. I fell in love with it immediately. This thing is fantastic. They did a great job setting it up. I just had to make a few tweaks for my taste, but their overall general setup was good. So let's talk about what's going on here. The body itself, I am pretty sure, is some type of ash or possibly alder. It is certainly not poplar or a really light wood. This guitar is pretty stout weight-wise. Like, if you had to defend yourself in a pinch, you could nail somebody in the gut with this and put them down. This thing's got some muscles behind it. The neck, we have roasted maple single piece, and this is beautiful maple, and this neck is so stupid stable. We do have really nice G&L locking tuners. This guitar did not come factory with a roller tree. It had the butterfly style. I don't like those. I think they're absolute garbage. I don't know why anybody uses them, because these roller trees are about the same price and they function 1,000 times better, especially if you have a vibrato equipped guitar. That it just makes way too much sense to use the roller tree instead. It really does not add to the price. It is literally the same amount of effort to install one of these as it is to install that butterfly garbage. So everybody who uses those crappy butterfly trees, stop it. You're not spending more money to use the rollers instead. Okay, next, let's talk about this beautiful rosewood fingerboard. Yeah, that's right. This is real rosewood. This is an Indonesian-made guitar, but it's still real rosewood. It has beautifully finished frets, 22 of them, and they are not your typical medium Strat frets. These suckers are actually pretty big. I would say they're probably jumbo. We have the beautiful pearloid mother of toilet seat white pickguard here. We have a 5-way switch here. We have a master volume. We have the 3 G&L MFD single Z coil pickups, which these things, if you've never tried these and heard them on either the G&L ASATs or the Comanches or any of the other guitars that they do put these pickups in, dude, give them a shot. These things sound phenomenally good. Like, it's hard to describe unless you hear just how they do the thing so much better than just about every Strat straight up single coil you'll hear. They do it better. They're hum canceling, but they still sound very much like single coils, but they can go into P90 kind of fat territory, and it can almost sound a bit humbucker-ish as well, just by using these two knobs here. They're labeled as tone knobs, but they're not really tone knobs, and let me explain. So they are tone knobs in the sense that they do shape the tone of the guitar and the pickups, but they're not independent to any one pickup. This one in the middle here is a bass roll-off, or a treble roll-off, I should say. So if you roll it back, it actually dials back the trebles and the high mids. This tone control on the bottom is actually a bass roll-off. So as you roll it back, it kind of adds more treble and mid to the sound. It backs off the bass. And both of these knobs affect all three pickups. This guitar also has a little something hiding under the hood. This guitar has a secret weapon. Under the treble roll-off knob here, we have a push-pull that went in either the 1 or 5 positions. It will activate the other pickup here. So say you're in the 5 position on the neck pickup and you pull that up, it will activate the bridge pickup and you can get both together. Now, the nice thing is if you put it in the 4 position, you'll have all 3 going. And that just gives you so many varieties of tone and sound that you can try. All right. So, what do we, let's just make sure I didn't miss anything. I did mention these are Indonesian made. And these, man, calling it a Strat killer isn't fair, because nothing will kill a Strat in terms of the fact that Strats are always going to be around. And I love Strats. I'll never not have a real something as close to a real Strat as I can afford. One day there is a, Fender has that thing that they do where you can kind of semi-custom spec out a guitar, and I use their builder to spec out a Strat that I would like, and I kind of know how much money it's going to be, and it's way more than I have right now, so I'm working on that part of it. But I kind of know what I'm looking at to get what I want in a Strat. However, getting back to Clarence here, if you don't have $2,000 to spend on on probably the Fender Strats that are actually good, meaning the American Elites and the Ultra Luxes, the American made custom shop stuff, or any of the American made guitars, if you don't have that kind of money, this is a smoke show of an alternative, and it will do all the Strat things you want plus a bit more. This thing, dare I say, I mean, you could gig with this guitar. It would hold up and do incredible. $750. They don't offer these anymore. They were a limited edition. They only made 96 of them. That was a couple years ago, about two and a half years ago. I picked this guitar up. I do recommend looking at the G&L Tribute Series Comanche line, as those are still available. They still produce those in a variety of colors. They don't have the roasted maple and the poplar, the burl top. But other than that, they're pretty much the same guitar as this. They have all the same guts, and they're like $700. At least they were when I got this one. They might be a little more now, but they're worth every penny. I think they could charge $1,000 for these and still be an excellent value. As it is, this guitar plays at $750, plays and sounds as good as any $2,000 Strat I've ever tried. So take that with a grain of salt, of course. But I'm going to shut up and show you some sound samples that this guitar can offer, and just kind of give you an idea of what you're looking at tonally. So we'll start. I'm all the way down in the bridge pickup. And I've got both of the treble cut and the bass cut. They're both rolled all the way up, so it's going to be the full-on sound of these pickups. We're starting in the bridge position. And you just hear how full and sparkly sounding, and that has a fatness. And that's not even with the master volume on the guitar all the way up. If I do that, that is the quote-unquote clean setting on my Boss Katana. These pickups really push. I'm going to roll off the treble, and we'll show you that. Now we'll roll off the bass and show you that. So you hear how much that affects. I mean, this actually does something, which is very nice. Let's go into the next position. It's going to give us a combo. Again, I put these knobs back, the treble cut and the bass cut. I have just put them back to full, and we're going with the bridge and middle pickups together. Let's hear that. It has the sound without the noise. And notice, dead quiet, full volume, dead quiet. Let's go to the middle pickup by itself, and let's hear that. And let's go to the next position. That's going to give us the middle and neck pickups together. Let's hear that. And we'll go to the last position, and we've got the neck pickup all by itself. Let's hear that. Now, let's show you that secret weapon. We're going to stay in the neck pickup on the 5-way switch. We're going to pull up that bass cut control there, and we're adding in the bridge pickup to that. go ahead and have some fun with that. Now we're going to move down to the next position on the 5-way switch, which without this switch engaged under the bass cut or under the treble cut, it would just be the neck and middle. Now it's all three. So let's hear that. And, you know, there you go for that. Now let's go ahead and pop that back down. And we're going to add a little more gain, and we'll show you how it handles that. And I think you guys might really be impressed. Again, the only noise you're hearing is from the amp, not from the guitar. Now you hear a little bit from the guitar, but not that much. You know? So, let's That's bridge pickup. Now, let's go to the next position, bridge and middle. And we'll go to the middle pickup. Now we'll go to the middle and neck pickups together. And we'll go to the neck pickup by itself. And for fun, let's pull up that treble cut and let's hear the neck and bridge pickups together. And let's go ahead and hear all three together. And so there's the tones you can get out of this guitar. Now on the higher gain settings, obviously I didn't go through and show you the treble cut or the bass cut, how that would sound, just because I'd like to leave a little bit of air of mystery to it and let you all get your hands on a G&L Tribute Series or even an American-made or custom shop Comanche and give it a try for yourself. Now, I will say the American-made guitars are slightly different in the way they do the wiring, as they don't do the push-pull and the treble cut treble cut pot here. Instead, they just add a little mini toggle, and that's how you operate that. But that's not that big of a difference. You know, some folks might actually really like that. I will say that it is a lot easier than grabbing these type of knobs because your fingers tend to slip. I will say that at some point, I think I'm going to actually put some different knobs on here that I can actually hold better and use that a little more easily. But as you hear, everything functions incredibly well. This is a wonderful guitar, and you know, I hope you guys are informed by this video. As always, like, share, subscribe. Remember, guitar, eat, sleep, repeat. I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next one.